morning, this is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Nearly 97,000 drug overdose deaths were reported in the U.S. over a year's time, ending in March 2021. That's according to provisional data from the CDC.
Law enforcement say securing the U.S.-Mexico border plays an important role in fighting the drug problem.
That's where our drugs come from. That's where the illegal drugs come from. That's where our overdose deaths come from. That's the impact it has in South Dakota.
On top of securing the border, Milstead says other measures that must be taken are drug prevention and affordable treatment. Here's your chance to put a porch pirate out of business. Take a look at this man as he sprints onto a Sioux Falls porch, takes 3 packages, and then runs off.
Christy, who didn't want us to use her last name, caught the whole thing on her Ring doorbell.
Turn this guy in. Let's start catching these people and making them accountable for their actions.
I think a lot of people think that just because we're getting closer to holiday season that there's going to be more packages and more thefts, but the reality is this happens throughout the year.
Police say expensive packages should be held for pickup in person to make sure they don't disappear. If you know who the porch pirate is, call Crime Stoppers anonymously.
Western KELOLAND is digging out following an early taste of winter weather. Let's find out if today's forecast could help with that with meteorologist Scott Munt. Scott?
Well, we are looking at slowly warming temperatures, but numbers today will be below average, and this will continue for tomorrow. By the time we do hit the weekend, looks like we'll have our numbers return to the 60s to near 70 degrees. So we'll go with cool temperatures today and tomorrow, 40s and 50s, warmer for the weekend, 60s and 70s. Next chance for precipitation, well, that may happen Tuesday and Tuesday night. More details on a KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A Sioux Falls couple's trip to Washington, D.C. this past Saturday on a Midwest honor flight was a special moment for them. Gayland and Linda Davis are the first ever husband and wife veterans to go on a Midwest honor flight together.
They have been married for 30 years and met each other in a support group after going through divorces. Gayland served in the Army while Linda served in the Air Force.
Well, we've been doing things together ever since we got married. We had our own business for 23 years. Davis Clock and Watch Repair. We retired 3 years ago.
Together every day.
Yeah,
We're still married.
You can see their full story right here on KELOLAND.com. The bus that became a shelter for hunters and others who traveled the backcountry of Alaska's wilderness has finally been moved so it can be preserved.
The bus featured in the movie Into the Wild that was partially shot in Carthage, South Dakota, is now at the University of Alaska in Fairbanks. But the owner of the cabaret was hoping the bus would find a final resting place here in South Dakota.
And we just did a beer garden outside, and we're like, how cool would that be out in our beer garden to put in the corner so people could really feel what he went and lived in.
The bus that became a shelter for Christopher McCandless, who starved to death, was airlifted from the wild and transported to the University of Alaska to be preserved and put on display at an outdoor museum.
In just a few hours, hunters will get a warm welcome at the Sioux Falls Regional Airport. Experience Sioux Falls, along with local businesses, will give hunters arriving at the airport information on hotels, restaurants, and more.
The welcome mat will be rolled out today from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and tomorrow 8 to 7. The hunting season runs from Saturday through January 31st, 2022.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather today, well, after a cool start to the morning here, temperatures climbing through the low 50s by the lunch hour from Pierre to Chamberlain to Sioux Falls. Blend of sun and clouds is how we'll phrase the forecast today. And, of course, the cloud cover does impact that temperature. Winds about 15 to 30 from the west. We are forecasting the winds to die off tonight a little bit. And temperatures, if we get that clearing, should go into the 30s. There will be areas of frost, especially in Watertown, 32. Sioux Falls, now I know the hourly number here shows up as cold as 35. That could easily be indicative of temperatures on the outskirts of Sioux Falls. In town, we're going to hold it closer to 36 or 37, but that's still pretty chilly. And we could do a repeat performance tomorrow. More 50s in the afternoon, brisk northwest wind, and then temperatures again in the 30s for Saturday morning. But warmer weather is on the horizon after that. We're going to get back in the 60s and even 70s early next week. Highs today, 56 there at Chamberlain, 47 though in Rapid City. Melting snow makes a difference there. There's a nice 7-day. We do have a system Tuesday. Could impact us with some chances of showers, but again, that's something we'll continue to keep an eye on. Aberdeen looking at low to mid 60s for Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday, 68 for our highs. So very pleasant weekend. Pierre also looks really good. Those 70s will come back on Sunday, a little warmer, but also the rain chance will appear Tuesday. That could include some snow again for the Black Hills as we watch Monday night, Tuesday, and that system that approaches from the west. Check out details. We've got a complete and comprehensive look at that with our Storm Center update right now at KELOLAND.com.